welcome you to the very first edition of the Coach Shep Show. Along with Coach Shep, I'm David Rubin. Well, Coach, it is your first year with Immaculata Football as the offensive coordinator. This is your third year with the program total. So what do you hope to bring to the table this year as offensive coordinator?
At the end of the day, David, after I put my stamp on things, I just hope going into any game that my players are totally prepared physically and mentally. I think systems are overrated. Look at any high school team that's won championships in the past 2 years. There's been veer teams that won, spread teams, pro teams. So systems, I think, are overrated. Plays are plays. But if you can get guys to buy in and be prepared mentally, know what they're doing, and be able to execute whatever is called, they're going to be successful. So I just hope that when I'm done coaching these guys, that they know what they're doing, they can execute it, they're prepared going into every game, and that whatever's called, they can be able to execute and do well with. So that's just really all I hope for, and obviously they put a lot of points on the board.
Now, a little off topic here, but I know that in the off season, this past winter, you were offered a few positions, college and high school coaching positions. What led to your decision to stay here at Immaculata?
Really, when it boiled down to it, as you said, I did get offered some pretty attractive offers. One from my alma mater at Gettysburg and my high school alma mater at Governor Livingston. But really, when Coach John Hack was offered the job, that was really a main sticking point. I have great respect and admiration for Coach Hack. Him and I really see eye to eye on a lot of things that we're trying to do as coaches and as motivators and as leaders of young men. So when he was offered the job and accepted it, and then offered me the job, it was really a no-brainer. Just to be able to work with him and a lot of the other guys that he brought in, like Coach Kuchar and Coach Sidepod, and bringing back Coach Snyder and Coach Servideo. So to be able to work with that group of guys and have him being the head guy, also me being a teacher here, I love the environment, I love the student body, the faculty, and it really feels like home. So.
Now, you are one of only a few returning varsity staff members from last season with Coach Bromheim. What are the big differences you've noticed so far this year?
I just think just the energy is just a little more up-tempo. There's just a little more accountability. Guys are here, and if they're not, they're held accountable for it. I'm wearing a shirt right now that says Pride, and that was instilled by the former regime, and that's something that we really want to stick to. We have great pride in this school and on this football team, so we want to stick with that. So there's a lot of great things that are left over. We really just want to build on them. But I think you'll just see if you come to our practice, just a little more upbeat, up-tempo, a little faster pace, just a little more, I don't know how to quantify it, just you'd have to be here to see it. There's just a little more energy and effort is what Coach Hack always talks about, and I think you can see that every day. It's really been that way since January. There's just a continued sense of energy and effort every single day when we're out here.
Now, I believe at this point in time, you're about 59 days away from the first game, and I just want to run through the schedule real quick. Okay. I'm going to give you each team. You give me a couple words of your opinion on each of these teams.
Okay. Ridge. We lost to them last year, so that is a huge game for us. Okay, I've watched that film 1,000 times, and I've got in my mind ways to attack them, but they're very hard to beat. They are very well disciplined and well coached, so we'll have to be on top of our game in order to beat them. We have to be more prepared than they are. Tough task, but definitely we're up to it.
Watchung Hills.
Watchung Hills, that is going to be a great game. Coach Denberg, a new member of our staff, really wants that one bad. He came over from Watchung Hills, so if anything, we're going to play to win that game for him.
North Hunterdon.
North Hunterdon is another, rivalry game in the area. They're very multiple, especially offensively. I watch their film. They do a lot of good things offensively, so defensively, from our standpoint, we got to be ready for a lot of different things that they'll throw at us. But another hard, physical game. We just got to be able to, go toe-to-toe with them and out-physical them. And I think if we do, we can come out on top of that game as well.
Hunterdon Central.
Same thing, even ratcheted up more. I mean, they give you a name, Jason Kabinda, D1 recruit, probably the best player we'll play against, linebacker, running back. Yeah, he is a load. He is a hard player to play against, so we're definitely going to have to contain him. We did a fairly decent job of it last year, got lucky a little bit. If we can contain him and execute, it'll be a dogfight either way.
And how about Phillipsburg?
And Phillipsburg is another tough team. They are a downhill, smash mouth, in your face, nothing fancy, just who's going to be a bigger man, and we just got to be ready to bring our physical game that game.
All right, now we're going to go through the away teams in our next edition of the Coach Shep Show, since we'll be having a few of those throughout the summer.
Okay.
But it's time now for the 2-minute drill. What is the one thing that you love the most about yourself?
Probably my probably my ability to work hard. You know, I was never, when I was a player, the biggest, the fastest, the strongest, but I always felt like I could outwork people. And my work ethic is something that I bring to my professional life, my coaching life, my personal life. So I really take pride in my work ethic and outworking people. That's what I hope to install in my players as well.
If you were to change one thing about yourself, what would you change?
I'd probably be a little taller.
What do you appreciate most about your life?
I appreciate the people that God has put in my life. I have a wonderful family, my parents, my two wonderful sisters, the people that have been surrounded here at Immaculata. You can do anything you want in this world, but not alone. So the people that God has put me into contact with throughout my life is probably what I'm most appreciative of.
What do you like to do on your weekends or spare time?
As football coaches, we really don't have much free time. So any free time I have is generally spent watching film or breaking down film or drawing up plays. I love going to the movies. If I ever have a free moment to take a nap, I'd like to do that. I work at a bar on the weekends. I'm a bouncer, so that takes up a lot of time as well. But free time is something I wish I had more of.
If you were to get an opportunity to live anywhere in the world, which place would you choose and why?
Live any place in the world. Probably Eugene, Oregon. If I could go coach out there and live there, maybe there.
I'm sure that was one, if you were offered that, you would have taken that in a
I
heartbeat.
might have to leave here for there.
What are the 5 important things you would include in your things to do list?
In my lifetime, like bucket list?
Sure.
Or things to do like now?
We'll go with
I
your
gotta go
bucket
clean
list.
my office right now.
We'll go with your bucket list.
Okay, my bucket list. Eventually, I'd like to get to the next level of coaching, whether that's college or professional. I'd like to hope maybe do that. Okay, Coach Shep says we take it one day at a time, so that's all I can think about right now. I gotta worry about practice on Monday. I gotta put my script together.
Any regrets in your life?
Any regrets in my life? Right now I'd have to say no, thank God.
Who in your life has served as a mentor to you?
Oh, I've had countless mentors. In terms of this position, my high school head coach and my college head coach, I really look up to those guys. What I learned from them was really a sense of paying attention to detail and the little things. When I was in college, we had what's called Streeter time. Barry Streeter was my head coach. So if a meeting started at 1 o'clock, if you were there at 12:55, you were late. Okay, so I kind of took that aspect of his kind of attention to detail into my coaching career. He's been a great mentor. Other coaches that have been around, other teachers, my parents, obviously. But I think you find mentors in everything that you're around, every walk of life. You can always find a mentor.
Name every job you've ever had,
geez.
and which one is your favorite?
Well, let me name every job I have right now. I mean, I'm a phys ed teacher. I teach driver's ed. Football coach. I coach lacrosse in the spring at New Providence. I own a limo company, Travel Time Limo, www.traveltimelimo.nj.com. Check us out.
We'll be hitting them up for a sponsorship for the Spartans Radio Network.
I'm a bouncer. I was at the Sun Tavern in Scotch Plains. Currently, I'm at the Iron Bar, 21 years of age or older to get in with proper ID. In the summertime when I was in high school, I was a janitor at my high school. Before coming to Immaculata, I worked in an insurance job at AIG, by far the worst. That was awful. Gosh, there's been others. But I'm thrilled with the position I'm at now. I couldn't be happier. This is obviously a dream job for me.
Now, last question on the 2-minute drill. It is a Friday night after a football game. You had a big win. After celebrating with the staff, you're still hungry, and the paleo diet, which you're a big fanatic of, does not exist. Where are you stopping to eat at midnight?
No paleo diet, so I'm off.
Paleo
So
diet.
this
You're
is
off
like
the
cheat
diet.
meal.
This is the cheat meal. Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm getting some kind of big juicy cheeseburger with fries.
A nice diner cheeseburger at midnight.
Double burger, bacon, the works. Yeah.
All right, so that's Coach Shep. I'm David Rubin. This has been an edition of the Coach Shep Show. Driver's ed, phys ed teacher, offensive coordinator, Spartans Radio Network advisor, and everything else he does. He's a busy man, but we're going to stay with him each week. This is the Immaculata Spartans Radio Network Coach Shep Show on www.facebook.com/Immaculata Football.